Next, we'll start tools. We'll check what are the tools available in CorelDRAW, right? So this is the toolkit, the tools panel here displaying. If you see this, if you observe here, the tools are a few tools are there, right? So comparing with the Illustrator, there are few tools are there, okay? And some tools almost look like Illustrator. It's matching with the Illustrator, but the names are different too, because this is coming from the Corel Corporation, right? So that is Illustrator is from Adobe. So here, see this tool, and I'm placing the cursor here. What is telling? Pick tool. What pick tool can do? Select, position or transform objects. Okay, so here there are small, the black arrow is showing, right? So press with the left mouse and see there under pick there are other tools also there. So free hand pick and free transform. Okay, so I will check one by one. So here there is no shortcut for this tool, right? Few tools has shortcuts, but most of the tools they don't have that shortcuts. Okay, so pick tool. So to pick object we need some object. Here I'm using rectangle tool to create one box, that is F6. On keyboard press F6. So rectangle tool draws squares and rectangles by dragging in the drawing window, right? So click here, and this is your the drawing, right? The shape. Okay, now see, select this one with the pick tool. Same this from Adobe there is a selection tool, right? Here it is a pick tool. With pick tool select, position or transform objects, right? This is your object. So see here that control panel. So control panel are the property bar. So this is your property bar. This is your property bar. Check the property bar here. So here I'm moving these values x, y values are changing because we are changing the x and y values. So and what is this? Here object size, and here is object of position. So here object size I'm increasing. See with the pick tool. So here I'm stretching this one without applying any shift and all. So here it is fixing, same like in Illustrator. In the other three areas it is moving. So in opposite, now here we are increasing the size, other size it is fixing. Okay, it is a normal, same like in Illustrator. But here I'm using a shift tool. I'm pressing shift and I'm using the same pick tool, and see I'm changing this into bigger size and the smaller size. It is proportionately changing. The same thing in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, we use Alt and Shift, right? Here with shift only it is changing proportionately. Okay, I release the shift and you can drag this. Horizontally it is dragging and vertically it is dragging. Then here suppose click one more time here. Okay, click one more time, select and click one more time. There is a arrow mark showing. That means what? You are rotating your object. So in the values in the control panel, property panel, here see the rotations are appearing here. You type the number here, or otherwise you can manually rotate here. Okay, and even you can increase the size, you can increase and decrease the size accordingly. This value, these values, object size is changing, right? And one more time click, the rotations mark will appear, and you can turn this one. It is rotating the based on this a point, a center point, right? Changing here. Okay, and you can turn this one, so this will turn. Okay, and suppose this is the object. And how to duplicate this object? Suppose in Adobe, by pressing Alt, we drag with the left mouse, but here we have to use plus symbol on keyboard. A plus symbol on keyboard, press, and it is now see copied. This is copied. Again I will explain. Delete this one and draw one more the box here. This is the rectangle. Now see, press plus symbol on keyboard. Now it is what? Copied. Copied. Okay. Now see, these are, and again one more copy I want. Press plus symbol, and here one more. So these are the duplicates, copies we are getting. Or otherwise Control C and Control V. Okay, so it is copying, Control C and Control V on keyboard. This is a copying. Okay, keep this reference point here. And now see here this object. So how to fill a color to the object? So in Illustrator some other options are there, but here what we are doing, see side we have the color palette is there. So colors are displaying in right a dark, right? So very easy to fill color. Choose any color with your pointer and left click, simply left click on mouse. See, it is filling color. It is very easy. After filling color, if you observe here, there is a red color it is showing. That means what? Here it is creating this object palette. Okay, this work area, this page palette here, it is displaying. Let us change color here. So again I am pressing, I am choosing, I want to choose this blue. I am using left click here. See, it is the one by one the palette is creating. Okay, this is a very easy way to fill a colors. And one more thing, in another way, so keep the pointer here, with the left mouse click here and don't release the left mouse, and here see the showing the purple color, different purple colors, the gradient panel. So this is what you can choose any color from here. Suppose this color I am choosing. Okay, this color I am choosing, and you can drag any color. Okay, to fill that object, you can drag with the left mouse, without releasing the left mouse. Don't release with the left mouse and drop here. Now see, this is another way to fill color in CorelDRAW. And here again I am using left mouse, don't release your mouse, and see, it is coming along with your mouse. And here, see here, if you drop here, that will fill inside the color. Otherwise here it is showing on the edge means outline. If you want to change the color outline, just release that, it is changing the color. But here the line is very thin, so that you can make the bigger size. How to do that? Here see, in the properties bar, here it is showing the outline width. In default it is showing 0.5, make it a 10. Now see, and again choose a red color. At this time I am using a red color for outline. Okay, so now right click, I am applying right click on that, just right click on that, your outline is changing, and right click on the blue, it is changing. Okay, so left click filling color, and right click filling outline color. And another way, to fill outline color. So drag this one without releasing your mouse and simply drop here. Okay, or otherwise if you want to fill this color, there is a two ways to fill color. So you can give the left click or otherwise drag this and drop inside. Yes, so this is the way to fill outline and the fill colors. Okay, done. This keep this here only. Yes. Now see, there is a freehand pick. So freehand, what freehand tool can do? So here, select objects by using freehand selection. Okay. So marquee, position and transform objects. Okay. So freehand, with the freehand selection, so you can choose the objects with the freehand movement, right? So here I want this small object and I want 2-3 more objects. So I am giving pressing plus symbol on keyboard. So there is a 1 and here I am using one more plus, means pressing keyboard on plus symbol. This is, now see, these 3 objects created. Now what we'll do with this freehand pick tool, with the freehand pick tool, it's very easy to pick that particular object. It's like lasso tool. It is lasso tool, look like lasso tool from Adobe. Okay, that's it. And now another one, free transform tool, rotate, skew, mirror and scale objects. So you can rotate, see, you can rotate a mirror and a skew object. So you can move your wrist along with your mouse. So that will change, changing your sizes. Okay, so this is what this free transform tool, right? So these 3 tools are over. Delete this one, delete this one. Yes. Next come to shape tool. Yeah, in shape tool the shortcut is F10. Okay, on keyboard press F10 and here there is a smooth tool, smear tool, twill tool, attract and repel, and smudge tool and roughen tool. The shape tool generally, what is the benefit, what we do with the shape tool? Edit and curve object or text character by manipulating nodes. Okay, so nodes, suppose see, so this is what, if you press here, this is a node, or otherwise I'll use here this pen tool, will understand. Now see, so this is one pointer and this is one pointer, this is one pointer, this is one pointer, right? That is node. Okay, here it is, this is node and this is edge. Okay, so in Adobe this is path and this is anchor pointer and a path. In Adobe here what we say, node, 4 nodes and connecting edges, right? This is edge. Okay, so with this shape tool you can select individual points of that shape. Okay, you can move this. This is what look like your direct selection tool from Adobe. Okay, individual points you can select and can change the shapes. Okay, after selecting these individual points, the properties panel, or otherwise your at the right side the property bar is there here. So this property bar displaying the properties of that point. Suppose see here, if you click here, Here see, that is add nodes. If you want to add nodes, suppose here if you want to add a node, click here, the node is added. And here if you want to add one more node, so add node. Okay, after adding node, see, you can move this one, and here there is a red symbol, the delete nodes. Reshape the curve objects by deleting nodes. Just click here, it is releasing nodes, mean deleting nodes, and click here and see here there is a break curve. So break curve means what? So right now this is one object here, okay, but you want to disconnect this portion. Now what we do, immediately break curve. Your curve is separated, it's broken. Sometimes you want to apply this in our designs, okay. Now it is break, right? So broken. Now select these 2 points, the broken points, and here join 2 nodes. Join the starting node, the end node of an open path to create a closed object or path. Just click here, it is now became one, connected, okay. Now see, at this point, at this node area, suppose here I want to convert to curve, convert a line segment to a curve, which can be reshaped by manipulating the control handles, okay. So click here. Now see, here we have the handles, the same like in Illustrator also we get the handles, the same handles here also we get. Now see, these are the handles, okay. After that, if you want to change this to straight line, the convert to line, just click here, it is converting to curve, and again and applying the convert to curve applied, and here see some options are there. Here the smooth node, the node is becoming a smooth, right, very smooth. Now see, it is becoming very smooth, and here it is what, a reverse direction. This direction will move to a reverse direction, and again see, I am pressing here, it is, because it is a line, straight line here, it is not showing that much. Now when we work with the assignments, now we will understand more. Here, extract a subpath, extract the selected subpath from the object to create 2 separate objects. Suppose here I selected these points here, and now here it is showing there is a cusp node. Create a sharp angle in the curve by converting the node to a cusp node. So the here it is changing, the cusp node, right, created, and here it is a reverse direction, the direction it is a reversed, and a symmetrical node. Here see a few options are there, smooth node, after smooth node, symmetrical node, apply the same curve shape to both sides of the node, okay. So same we are applying for the both sides of the nodes. So first make it, select this and make it curve, select all points here, and now apply this symmetrical node. Now see, it is applied, okay. And here we have the other options, extract subpath, and here it is extend curve to close the curve by joining the starting node and the end node with a straight line, okay. So with the straight line you can join these things, then it will apply. And here see, this is close curve. Suppose here the curve is closed here, it is what, join or detach the end nodes of the curve. Now see, it is detached, See, these two are detached. Before these were in attached, right? So now see here, extend curve to close. See, the curve is extended to close, right? So these are many options are there. So we'll check all one by one, all in the right time assignments, right? So align nodes, you can align these nodes, okay, align horizontally, node align. So this is in the correct way. So here it is reflect nodes horizontally, okay. So all nodes reflect horizontally, this, okay. Now see this horizontally, and here reflect nodes vertically. So these are in a vertical. Now see the nodes are in vertical. And here elastic node, shape a curve as though stretching a rubber band. So here it is, I'll check here. Here we are using this elastic node, and it is stretching as a rubber band. Yes, it is already applied. And here it is what, select all nodes. Suppose here I selected only one node, and here you select all nodes. See these all nodes are selected. And reduce nodes, suppose you can reduce nodes. See the nodes are reduced. And here see this is the curve smoothness, adjust the smoothness of a curve by changing the number of nodes. Suppose see here it is adjusting, right? These are okay. And these are the bounding box, the parallel the drawing, display the parallel drawing property bar to draw parallel lines. So that will explain the coming classes what all this will understand, right? So because few options will apply on the particular objects or particular shape or assignments, right? Okay, so this is very important. We have to understand clearly the shape tool. Shape tool is almost like your direct selection tool from the Illustrator. Okay, select this one, delete. And there is a smooth tool. With the smooth tool, so what smooth tool can do, here see, smooth object by dragging along it is outline. So dragging along with it is outline. Now see, so first select this one, and I'll duplicate this, the plus I am applying here, one more plus applying, it is again one more plus, again one more plus, yeah, and these are all. Okay, first select this one, and here I am using the smooth tool. Okay, smooth tool, what smooth tool can do, smooth objects by dragging along its outline, right? So click here. Now see, it is smoothing objects, but you have to change the value here in the properties bar. Here you can increase the size, increase this to give some value here. So I am changing the nib size here. Now see, it is a very big amount we already given. So this is 50. Yes. Now see, it is changing, right? So you select this one, this object, select this one, and here I am using this one. Okay, so changing the shapes. Okay, let us check the smear tool. So what a smear tool can do, change the edge of an object by dragging along its outline. See, because here it hints learn, it is showing here some kind of shapes, some kind of flame effects if you want to do. So you can use this tool. So nicely you can use. It is changing that shape. Okay, this is nice. And even you can change the nib size also. And here we have some values. So here set the amount of the pressure. So this is the pressure. With that pressure it works. Okay, and here we have a smooth smear. Use smooth curves, the smooth curves. And here it is what, the pointy smear. Use curves with the sharp corners. So this is sharp corners. Here what is this, the pen pressure. You can connect with your Wacom pad or XP pad. Use the pressure of your digital pen or tablet to control the effect as you draw, right? So with the mouse we cannot show the it cannot shows the difference here, right? Okay, now select this one and come to the twill tool. So what twill tool can do, add swivel effects by dragging along the outline of an object. Okay, now see the twill tool, how it is showing working. This kind of effects you can change. So can give the pressure here. Now see the shape, it is changing very nicely, beautifully, right? You can duplicate this many times and you can use this as a shape. Okay, here also we have options, right? So it is counterclockwise and it is clockwise. So in opposite direction it is working. And this also it has some smoothness. And now see there is attract and repel tool. The first select your object. So here I want more pluses because I want more boxes. Okay, now attract and repel tool. Reshape objects by attracting or pushing nodes away. Okay, so if you apply this one, see it is pushing inside this shape, right? So here it is. Suppose here this kind of shapes you can create on assignment. If you have any idea or if you have any object to change the shape into one particular area or shape, we use there. And this is a smudge tool. The smudging objects. Change the shape of an object by dragging along its outline. Now see, this is very small. You can make it a bit bigger. Suppose here I am giving 20. This size. Now see, select this first. Select this first and you can use this smudge tool. The smudgeness, using the smudgeness. Okay, and here also we have some options are there. Pen pressure, with pen pressure this will work, and dry out, widen and narrow the smudge effect. So this is widen or narrow the smudge effect and change the values, then we will understand actually. Yes, now see it's narrow effects as per your given number, dry out number. and here it is again the pen tilting. So you can use the tilting, the tiltness it is applying, and here use pen bearing. So enable pen bearing setting when you use a pen and a tablet. So here we have to connect with the pen tablet, then only it works. And there is a roughen tool. So roughen tool, generally what roughen tool can do? Distort the edge of an object by dragging along its outline. Yes. So distortion. Give the values. Again I am giving 20, and now see it's giving the distortion to the outline objects. It's applying, right? This is. So these are all shape tool. Under shape tool we are changing the shape actually, right? By using all these we are changing the shape. Okay, delete this one. And now here this is my shape. Here I am using left click to fill this one, and here we have, see, crop tool is there. Under crop tool, knife tool is there, and visual segment, delete, and eraser tool. So crop tool, simply to crop your objects. Now see here the cropping objects. Crop tool, remove the area outside the selection. Suppose here you select this one, okay, and you can adjust this if you want. Adjust this up to here, yes, and crop or clear, crop. So cropped, nice. This is okay. And here knife tool, yes, with the knife tool what you do, slice an object to split it into two separate objects, either directly with a gap or an overlap. Okay, so here see, so you can directly, you can draw and you can connect the areas. Now see, remove. Now see, just you have to drag this one, then only this will apply. This is okay. Split an object along a straight line, click the 2-point line, a mode button, right? So this is, you can apply all these things. Yeah, separating. Let us fill color here. Take plus so that I'll get one more object. Select this one, and here there is a virtual segment tool. Yeah, it is very important. So I'll draw some boxes. These are my boxes here. Yeah, these are my boxes, right? And here there is a virtual segment tool. Okay, this is like your path eraser tool from the Illustrator, path eraser tool, right? And this is a virtual segment tool. Remove overlapping segments in objects. Now see here, I'm applying here, this is, that segment is gone, and here I'm applying this, the segment is gone, and here also I'm applying this portion, segment is gone. Okay, and hold down Control to constrain the marquee to a square. So here hold down the Control, so here this one, and see it is applying, and we are deleting those areas. Okay, or otherwise simply you can click those particular areas whichever you want to delete. Yeah, these are basically, this is very important to remove the segments portion by portion. And this is eraser tool. For eraser tool, I'll fill any object first, and I'm using this eraser tool. X, the shortcut is X on keyboard, and increase or decrease the eraser size from property bar. And now see, very nicely erased this, and here it is the square nib. So if you want, you can get the square nib, okay. And the size, eraser thickness, here you can change this, small or bigger also. And here these are the pen pressure, again with the pen pressure and pen tilt, that will work, the tilting pen, okay. And here tilt angle, which angle you want, you can change the angle of this, suppose it is 45, and your nib is, see, changing into that, right. So I'll check this to 90 only, because in default should be the same. And here these are the bearing angles, and here it is a reduced nodes, okay. So you can use this and you can reduce the nodes, but where you have to use that one when you work with the shape tool, right. So that will check later. And these are all crop, knife, virtual segment, and eraser tools. And of course here we have other tool is there, zoom tool, Z, and pan. So panning, right, horizontal panning, Z. Suppose here I'm using, see, I'm moving on with the left mouse, I'm dragging along with that particular area, it is coming into zoom, okay. So then what I'll do, I'm using shift on keyboard, I'm going back, that means what, the minus, right. So without shift we are into zoom, with the shift going back, that's it. And now here panning, the pan, the hand tool. So with the pan tool, drag hidden areas of a drawing, okay, into view without changing the zoom level, right. Now see here, suppose here this corner, the other objects also there, you can move this side and that side, so that we will understand all the document. Yes. So here these are the tools, right.